Okay, so I've just made a really quick SQL chat, like a local SQL chat that is just 50 lines of code, and I'm just gonna show you a demo of it, right? So first, right, in a pie, and so you can do some stuff, right, like get all the emails from the users table, right? And so it's gonna go select the email from users, has the emails, and it tells you the emails. Can you add a new user with the name Eve and the email eve at eve.ca? Go insert into users. It's going to insert it into users, and it added the new user, right? So you can just like chat with it, do SQL commands, right? Like get all the users names now, right? And so then it's going to go and it's going to get me the users names. I'm going to stop it here, right? And so now I'm just going to go through the code, right? It's a really simple piece of code. It's only like 50 lines of code, right? So first, we're importing the libraries, and we're just setting up the SQL connection, right? Like, I'm calling it tutorial.db. Eventually, I'll make a tutorial on tool use and whatnot, and so I'm just going to use this database. Then, we have the message history that contains... So we're setting up the message history, and it's going to start with the system, and then from there, we're going to have the system prompt, right? I just hard-coded the string. It really should be a separate file, but I just hard-coded the string. And so it's the NLP front end to a database, whatever, right? Yeah. So then, while true, we're going to have a query, and a message history. We're going to basically take the query, and it just added to the message history with the user role. Then we're going to use Gemma 2, right? So I'm using Gemma 2 here because it's the model that released it, and I want to play around with it. And so we're just feeding it in, getting its response, and then we're just stripping off. If it's using the markdown SQL, we're just stripping that off, and we're just going to feed that to our SQL database. And so then you have code.execute, con.commit and whatnot. And then from there, what you do is you just take the results and you just do some formatting and then feed it back to the LLM. And so after you fed it back to the LLM, you now have the response and you just give it back to response. And it's just a really simple loop. And so then you have a loop, you can just have a chat window and then, yeah. And so later, I'll incorporate this and other stuff into like a function calling tutorial, but that's going to come a little bit later. Thank you for watching this video.